Fun fact number 21. Some people have asked me why I started this YouTube channel. Why I started it the way I did. I had another YouTube channel for a little while, and I was trying to just put some things out there. Had some sad things, some sad videos I took of the ocean with flowers on it, and I had some poetry and some stories that I read to blank screens, and really I was just trying to put an essence out there, but I was hoping to tie it into my books, because I've tried a lot of things to have an audience for my books or get an audience for my books. I've tried writing in different styles, different ways. Sometimes I've just written from my heart, but I was trying to get an audience for my books, and so I would read a short story, or I had somebody actually do a commercial for Google, and I think I've talked about this before, where they walked me through how to make it and double checked everything for me and said I did it right. And then when I tried to schedule it to be an advertisement, they said I was trying to circumvent their system. And I don't know what they meant by that, but I didn't get the ad. I've put the ad that I had made out there in different ways, just on more personal platforms. But it's going to be like a Google ad, like when you're watching something on your phone, it'd pop up with my ad. That didn't happen. I bought a distribution marketing package from the self-publishing site that I self-publish from, and still really got me nowhere. I got a few phone calls. I still get a few phone calls for some of my books that actually sold a few copies and that people have looked at. I've got calls for radio interviews and book fairs and stuff like that, or for me to pay money for people to re-edit my book and redesign the covers and all of that stuff, and do marketing for me, and I would have to pay for it all. And I don't really want to do that, and I really don't have the money. So I thought, I had a friend doing a YouTube channel, and they were getting like $100 every few months. So I figured at least it might be able to help me find a way to promote my books more. I've left my books in free libraries on corners. I've given them to libraries. I've given them to bookstores. I've said I would do readings of my books. I've sent out email campaigns. I've not like the ones you buy, but my own email campaigns. I've gone to schools and read the children's books. I've done a lot, and still there's no like uptick. Randomly, every once in a while, somebody from somewhere will buy one of my books, and they don't cost a lot if you get the electronic versions, but the physical copies do cost more because they have to make them and ship them, and that costs money. But I've even like re-edited my books so it wouldn't be as many pages, so the books wouldn't cost as much. I keep writing, I keep putting books out there, and still the book sales are really, really dry. So I thought, well, maybe if I did a YouTube channel, I could talk more about my books and see if people read some of my stories and see if people would be interested in purchasing them. I haven't checked lately, but as far as I know, this hasn't been working as well either. I think the biggest hit I got on views was the one I did on narcissistic fathers. That's okay, but let's all commiserate all the time. And if you need help, I'll help you with a lot of things like that. But I'd rather bond over things that are more positive or goofy or intellectual but I can do emotions. I've already talked about emotions and empathy. So I can bond over that stuff too. But it tells me a lot that that's been my most active presentation on YouTube is about narcissistic fathers or narcissistic people even. And it was a big thing for me to figure out that I was living with a narcissist, but still I've moved on, and I just feel like it just makes me sad that is the most popular fun fact that I've put out there, which is not a fun fact. And we've already discussed this, people. The fun fact came from somebody saying I should do fun facts. And then the fun facts became deep thoughts or whatever I wanted to say, or my 2 cents on just about anything. So the channel, who was originally supposed to just be people picking my brain and fun and trying to promote my books, has become a lot more, but still just like my books, not very popular. So and I don't really push it. I'm not a terrible salesperson, obviously. And I don't really push it. And I don't really do the things that people want you to do because I've never done that. So this is really all about the books. So I'm going to name them for you. And go buy one if you're not already clicked off because you only have 5-second attention span and you're already bored with me. Children of Light, Children of Water, Children of the Beyond is a sci-fi trilogy. You may like it. Golden is a sci-fi fantasy, and it's just one book. 8 stories, and 8 more stories is coming out soon, and I'm going to flash it on the screen here soon once I finalize it. 18 poems. I'm going to do another poetry book, but I haven't started that one. Grandpa's Chair, which is a children's book. Hummingbird Secrets 1, which is the one with the more words and is a paperback. And Hummingbird Secrets 2, which I actually called the Night Reader because it has less words and less pages for more people with shorter attention spans. So those are my books. Those are my 10 books. And like I said, 8 more stories you will not see out there yet. But I'm going to, once I finalize it, I'll do one of these and I'll flash it on the screen. But look them up. And if you like to read them. And if you don't, look at the pretty pictures. Ciao, Bellas.